Okay, so as you're spending more time alone and you're getting really clear on what it is that brings you joy and bliss, as you're decentering men, as you're working on your healing, there's something that you can do to really get in touch with what your life's purpose is. And this is not some big esoteric idea. This is what your soul craves and what it needs to do to have the ultimate amount of joy and peace in this life. Often in this hustle and grind culture, we have really lost touch with what it is that our soul is calling out for us to do. We get so obsessed with our appearance and being perceived by people in some sort of way that we develop a lot of tasks and distractions, things that take up our time in that pursuit. Also, in this hustle and grind culture, we're just trying to survive. We're working in this capitalistic system that's taking up all of our energy and just trying to pay our bills and feed ourselves. But those aren't actually the things that your soul craves to do, and that's going to bring you ultimate bliss, serenity, and joy. So this is an exercise that you can do to really get in touch with what those things are that bring you the most joy. Take out a picture of yourself when you're between 8 to 12 years old. Now, I want you to really look at this image. I want you to look at the clothes you were wearing. Look at the accessories you were wearing. Is there anything that you now recall that brought you joy in that younger time of your life that you used to express yourself? I loved really bright, colorful clothes. I loved graphic 80s earrings of like cheeseburgers and fries because I am somewhat of an eccentric person and I appreciate color and vibrancy. Also, look around at the setting in that picture. Is it in your family home? Is it at a friend's house? Is it at a school building? Now, start to recall memories of that setting. Were there certain areas of the home that you gravitated to? Have a big backyard? Were there certain classrooms that you like to spend time in? Think about the friends you had at that time. You're doing all of this work, looking at a photo and trying to glean clues about who you were in your younger life, because that is how you determine your soul's purpose or the things that your soul likes to do to have joy, to have that peace and serenity. Because when we were younger, it was easier for us to do the things that we just naturally gravitated towards. We didn't have all the thoughts and concerns that we have now in this hustle and grind culture, and we were able to just have fun without thinking about it. So that's why you're reflecting on this time of your life, because having fun and doing what you actually wanted to do without all the responsibilities that we live in now, that we have now, it was much easier. So when I look back at pictures of myself as a kid, I imagine riding my bike around with my best friend. I imagine listening to music with her. I imagine calling friends on the phone on my landline and having conversations with them. My clothing reminds me that I like art. Thinking back to the things that I liked to do when I was a kid, riding around on my bike, or talking to friends on the phone, that helps me to understand that some of the things that I should be doing in my spare time are being out in nature, connection. I love connecting with people. I love talking to people. I love learning about people and being curious. When I think back to my childhood home, I liked to be in my room. I liked to be reading. I liked spending time in a quiet place, sitting under a tree on my expansive front lawn and reading a library book or writing a story. I loved to create little picture stories when I was a kid with pieces of copy paper stapled together. So that tells me that I like reading, that I like writing. I love the written word. Look at that little person in this picture and start to pull out clues about your old life and things that you like to do, and then incorporate that into your adult life and really prioritize this time of pouring back into yourself and getting to know yourself. And as you do that and as you prioritize yourself, you're going to learn more about yourself. You're going to realize how these talents and how this purpose has evolved and matured as you've evolved and matured. And I'm telling you, this is the healing work. This gets you out of bad relationships. It gets you out of looking outside of yourself for things to bring you validation and joy. And you really create such a love affair with yourself.